There is an unwritten law of car design right now. An electric vehicle is required to visually announce its powertrain to the world. Designers follow a reflex. They seal the grille, blank the fascia, and stretch the car into a slippery teardrop silhouette to prove the car plugs in. The problem is, these visual cues age quickly. The blank faces and blue accents that signaled the future 5 years ago already feel tied to a specific, fading moment in time. For most automakers, making a car look electric isn't a deliberate philosophy anymore. It has become an unquestioned industry default. But Range Rover is doing something different with their first electric model. They are refusing to wear the costume. Look at the new electric Range Rover. Aside from a closed upper grille and discreet badging, it is virtually identical to the combustion version. The logic is straightforward. People love the current car, so the engineering team focused on protecting that identity. The electric powertrain is treated as a detail, not a mandate to reauthor the silhouette. This inverts the standard industry playbook. Usually, the powertrain dictates the shape. Here, the shape is the primary product, and the electricity is an invisible detail. There is a strong case for doing nothing. Sometimes continuity is the ultimate competitive advantage. When a brand owns a floating roof, an upright stance, and a profile that a valet recognizes from 50 meters away, that shape is an asset. You don't discard it just because the propulsion method changed. Refusing to chase novelty is a difficult brief for a design team. It requires a level of restraint that most brands lack. When brand equity is absolute, true design confidence looks like playing it safe. It is the choice to keep the technology invisible. But there is another side to the argument. Electrification hands designers structural freedom that a combustion driveline never allowed. Without an engine locking away, you can drop the hip point and push the cabin to the far edges of the wheelbase. Alpine spent this architectural license to keep their vehicle low and lithe, using the flat battery floor to create proportions that were previously impossible. This raises a question. Is building the exact same car on a new architecture an act of conviction, or a team protecting a cash cow because they lack a new idea? Both banking equity and spending opportunity are defensible paths, but that only holds true if the design team actively argued the merits of both. This entire tension lives in the invisible concept phase, long before a car reaches a showroom. The early choice to either announce or conceal the powertrain dictates every downstream reality: the stance, the wheel size, and the shape of the panels. These choices are cemented early. While Range Rover chose continuity, their stablemate Jaguar used the same building to push toward a radically different extreme. Because most brands skip this fundamental debate, they default to the EV reflex. They often realize they've built a generic product only after the design is frozen. This friction between preserving an icon and reinventing it is the specific debate that needs to happen at the executive level. You cannot settle this with marketing pros. It requires high-fidelity, photoreal evidence of both extremes sitting side by side to understand the trade-offs. There is a hard financial reality here. Changing a design direction digitally is a matter of time. Changing it after the factory floor is committed to steel stamping dies costs hundreds of millions of dollars. Brand continuity must be a conscious choice made with eyes open. The value of design intelligence is visualizing every possible future before the clay locks.